By 2075, the moon had become a self-sufficient colony linked to Earth by history, but with its own families, traditions, and economy. Children born on the moon trace their heritage to Earth, but see the bright blue marble as a very foreign world they may never visit. Our story begins on September 3, 2081, shortly before an eclipse. We follow a space transport landing at the South Pole's Aiken station. At this unique location, the sun is always near the horizon. There are mountain peaks always in sunshine and valleys so deep that sunlight never reaches them. In these valleys, colonists have found ice that comets brought to the moon long ago. Within the last few years, lunar colonies have become stable and profitable through mining helium-3 to feed nuclear fusion reactors, silicon to make solar cells, and oxygen to power rockets bound for asteroids and the other planets. The moon also supports a thriving tourist trade and large solar energy collecting farms that power the colony and beam energy to Earth. With their lower gravity, these moon bases also provide the astronaut crews adapted to explore Mars and the nearby asteroids. A grandfather and his grandchildren watch the transports land as they wait for the eclipse to begin. Earth is the grandfather's home world, but an alien world for his grandchildren born on the moon. They have never experienced a world with an atmosphere, rain, rivers, or life. And they know that their bones and muscles could not survive the crushing gravity of this beautiful world they can see, but never touch. Colonists watch spaceships landing and taking off and enjoy watching the Earth. When the Earth is full, a blue glow lights the moon's craters and mountains, making the experience especially beautiful. Families with telescopes gather to enjoy the night and each other's company. It's approaching midnight of the 2-week-long lunar night, a time marked by full Earth. Protected from solar radiation by the moon and bathed in Earth light, colonists have chosen this time as the safest and most beautiful for an excursion outside. Full Earths during eclipses are rare and special.
Grandpa, what's so special about this eclipse?
Each month, our moon circles the Earth. As it moves between the Earth and Sun, the moon casts a very long shadow across space. Most months, the shadow moves above or below the Earth. But tonight, our shadow will fall on the Earth. And people in the shadow will watch the moon cover the sun. On the moon, we will see our shadow moving across the Earth, from the Atlantic Ocean to Asia. How's the new telescope working, Maria? Is it easy to find the planets?
It's great, Grandpa. I've already pointed the scope toward Earth for the eclipse.
Oh, I'm glad to be here to see this with you. I hope this will be the first of many eclipses we spend together. Maria, zoom in on the Atlantic Ocean. I think we can see our shadow. There it is, that black dot. That's the moon's shadow. The people in that shadow can see the moon crossing in front of the sun.
Wow, that's our shadow. Looks pretty big.
Look, Grandpa, a shadow has reached land.
You're right, Maria. In fact, our shadow is crossing France, a very old and interesting country. People lived there during the Ice Ages.
Tell me about the Ice Age. I've never seen real ice or snow.
See the white ice caps at Earth's poles? Imagine that it's 10,000 years ago. Then the ice caps were much bigger, and the northern cap descended into Europe, all the way to France. When I was your age, we read books. But now we use computers to record our stories. Before books and computers, people drew paintings on cave walls to remember their adventures. Just as we use resources on the moon for our survival, people in Europe during the last ice age depended on their local resources. Families needed the meat, fat, and fur of creatures living in this harsh, ice-covered environment. Imagine a drawing of a huge, furry creature, bigger than an elephant. We call this animal a woolly mammoth, and its food and fur kept people alive and warm. These cave paintings record the great woolly mammoth hunts.
Woolly mammoth?
They are huge animals that no longer live on Earth. Fuzzy fur covered these creatures, protecting them from the wind and keeping them warm. Just imagine surviving in a world covered with ice and snow.
Too, but we just don't have the ice. I'll bet our spacesuits work as well as the mammoth's fur.
Full Earth on the moon is like full moon back on Earth. It's a wonderful time to be outside enjoying the Earth's blue light. The stars are also incredibly bright, and they don't twinkle.
They don't twinkle on the moon because the moon doesn't have any air.
Grandpa, our shadow's really moving now. It's heading for Italy.
Italy's boot looks like it is kicking the island of Sicily like a soccer ball.